Hello and welcome to another episode of the Shop Walk here at Iconic Motorbikes. It is Tuesday, June 24th, and I'm starting with an empty bay over here. Steve, unfortunately, is not with us at the moment. He was so blown away by the news that Adam just announced on social media that he had to take time off to recover from it. Because you know what's happening? We are going to Barber, and we are going to be the presenting sponsor for their Motorcycles by Moonlight, which is their annual fundraiser that they do. It's the one time all year that Barber tries to raise money for the cause. And so we're going to help with that. We're really excited about it. More details coming up on that soon, but also just check out our social media. You'll see a video from Adam and I talking about that in some more detail. Now, the bikes. Over here, Ollie's got a Bimota YB9 on the lift. And so this is a Yamaha 600cc inline 4 powered machine. The YB9 did not come with this bodywork stock. But it's been really cool paint job. Lander Sevier over at Tech 46 in Birmingham, Alabama. Another Barber reference for you. He originally had this in his collection for some time, and then one of our clients bought it, sent it here for some service work, but I think he's changing things up, and he's going to be selling this. So Ollie took off for the day, he had to leave early, but he's doing carbs on it. And if you don't mind, yeah, if you can show that and then come back this way, not very efficient, and I apologize, but you got it, the bodywork, this paint job is so cool, I think. Actually, it really pops in the sun there. Ooh. So there you go. So yeah, YB9 SR. We saw a couple of these at the Quail Motorcycle Gathering when they were there. Bimota was one of the featured classes, and it was really cool to see what they had. Hopefully you guys will join us there next year. Over here, we've got Yanni. You're working on a couple of bikes. This is a Ducati 851 SP1, really special, never sold in the US. It was the first version of the homologation bikes, the sport production bikes, I should say, from the 851 lineup. This came to us from a client in Oregon from Canada. Oh, I was told you left already. Lucky you. You got away with you don't have to be in the shop walk. Yeah. So anyway, so this 851 SP1 it's getting a whole bunch of work done. And then, I tell you what, you have to be in the shop walk. Ha. What do you clip that in, and what are you doing to this bike?
Yeah.
what are you doing?
This one?
Yeah.
All right, so there's a big list. That's right behind you.
Big list.
Yes.
All right. Hit us with the highlights, would you?
We did the battery, which is over there on the side. We still need to put it on. Electric system, diagram system. Engine oil, we did that already. Coolant, we did that. We did the hydros, we did the tires. We did a fuel system rebuild inside the tank. And we rebuilt the master, and right now we're just going to do the belts. Perfect, okay. So it's basically a full Desmo service. This thing only has 1,600 kilometers on it, about 1,000 miles. Thank you, sir. Oh, no, don't worry, you're still up. You're still up. But what's cool about this is it was originally imported to Geraldo Faraci, who I'm finding every excuse to tie back to Barber. This year's Motorcycles by Moonlight, the guest of honor, the featured speaker, is Geraldo Faraci. So it's pretty cool that this is one of the bikes that came to him. He took it to Canada, and when he was in Canada, someone just said, "Oh, I got to have this bike. I really want it." And even though Geraldo wasn't planning on selling it, he did. So the gentleman that bought this was gonna race it. Life changed. So he kind of kept it mostly in storage. So like I said, it's jumped from Canada back to America, and now Yanni's making it a runner. Cool, for the next person when it goes up on our auction site pretty soon. It could be you.
It could be you, there you go. He does service and sales, this guy, all right. Over here, Kawasaki ELR. This is from a client in Florida that sent us a few bikes to sell as part of a collection. This is one of the first years of the ELR. It's harder to find these, and one of the quick ways you can tell is from the dash there with the round dials. The next year of the bike had, I think, the same thing from a KZ1000, same dash there. But and then Yanni, what are you doing in this bike?
Again, it's a nice little list, not as big as the other one, but we're doing carbs. Most of the fluids on this bike, we did the tires, we're replacing the battery, and right now I'm doing the oil service while the carbs are getting clean right now.
Perfect, there you go. So same thing, this is something that we went, when the bikes came in, we did inspections on them, checked to see what the condition was, let the seller know these are certain things that you may or may not want to address, and he just wants to make sure it's ready to go for the next owner, which is really nice. And so Yanni's gonna make that happen, and you'll see this bike up on the auction site soon. All right, my friend, thank you. And this time I will steal that mic from you.
See you guys later.
Actually, I've never really listened to see if, if people can hear your secret whispered messages. I should probably do that. You got a second?
I guess so.
Tell the people what you're doing with this Diavel. So we got Dan, the Ducati man, over here. All right, Ducati Diavel. This is the AMG or the carbon version, right?
This is the carbon.
The carbon version. Okay. This is the second time this bike has come up on your lift because you didn't have all the parts. So you did a whole bunch of stuff earlier, including a full Desmo, I think, right?
I did a Desmo service. We did Olin's in the rear and Andriani cartridges in the front.
Okay.
Did all the fluids. What else did we do? Tires.
There you go.
Fuel level sensor. Doing brake pads.
Okay. All right, so you're almost done with this, and then it gets to go to its new owner, which is pretty cool. We sold this, I don't know, a few months ago, but it's taken a while to get all the parts, especially some of the stuff from Italy. But there you go. Oh, you know what? I need to show. Adam got us 2 gifts, so I'm gonna steal that mic, sir, and then. All right, Adam got us 2 gifts over here. And first he got Yanni a gift. This sweet magnet right here. So I wanted to point that out. Okay. There you go. So that's Yanni's gift. I got a slightly better gift, I think. So I think you guys have seen the Iconic Motocompacto. I bought this last year or so, and I use it as my pit bike when we go racing with Arma or for track days or that kind of thing. Speaking of which, slight tangent, Volant Viveria is hosting a track day July 15th at Laguna Seca, 105 decibels, 30-minute sessions. You're gonna get all the track time you want. Ollie and I will be there, Ted, a bunch of us will be there. Come join. If you wanna know how, you can leave a comment or whatever it might be. But anyway, this is kind of the usual pit bike rig, and the front wheel, you can kind of see there, that thickness, that's basically the size of normally what you get for the rear wheel. But Adam and I were at a Honda event over the weekend, and the boys from Steady Garage were there, and they had this crazy fatty rear wheel kit for a Motocompacto built by the guys at Chimera Engineering, and Adam just thought it was so wild that we had to do it. So this weekend, Daniel helped me out. We cut out, we cut room in the bodywork for it, installed it, and now we've got a very styling Motocompacto here. So I think I won the gifts between Yanni and I. Oh, that's a pretty good magnet, I do have to say. You like it more? But there you go. So that kind of wraps things up for today's shop walk. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments. Always appreciate your support, and we'll see you on the next one.